Hello, my name is Masha Kuritsyn, and I'm currently zooming in from San Jose, California, and I'm mentored by Ellen Herschel. So I've been doing ballet my whole life, and unfortunately, I've struggled with both performance anxiety and injuries. And one summer, I went away to train for 3 weeks, which was intense with 10-hour days, 6 days a week. And while I enjoyed the dancing, the new environment, new teachers, and new peers were very intimidating, and I felt it take a toll on my mental health. And then I noticed a resurfacing injury in my ankle. And because of this, I started to wonder about the connection between physical well being and mental health, specifically in dancers. There are so many influencing factors: dance environment, nutritional health, injury, and dance culture. And I also wanted to see what was being done in the ballet world to manage injury and mental health difficulties and keeping the athletes healthy. Thus, this brought me to my research question: what factors of dance culture contribute to poor mental health in dancers, particularly in response to dance related injuries, and what coping mechanisms are used to navigate these challenges? So, due to the physical demands of ballet, sustaining injuries is very common in dancers, and these injuries can range from minor discomforts to severe cases that may end their dance careers. Foot and ankle injuries constitute a significant percentage of all musculoskeletal injuries among dancers and are particularly vulnerable to secondary damage. This vulnerability is mainly due to overuse, as dancers repeatedly move their ankle between maximum weight bearing dorsiflexion, or demi-plie, shown in Figure 1, and plantar flexion on point fully extended through the toes, as shown in this figure. And this motion, frequently performed in classes, rehearsals, and performances, takes a significant toll on the ankle. And among these injuries, Achilles tendonitis is the most common. Additionally, many injuries arise from the turned out position, which involves the external rotation of both legs so that the feet are rotated 180 degrees from each other. The five basic classical ballet positions are based on this turnout stance. However, it is unnatural for the human body, as full turnout requires an extraordinary range of hip external rotation. Moreover, it poses a greater risk when it's poorly controlled. To achieve this, dancers may compensate in two main ways. First, they may use forced tibial external rotation, also known as screwing the knee, which involves rotating the shin bone outward beyond its natural range, putting strain on the knee joint. Second, they may exhibit hyperpronation or abduction of the feet, where the feet roll inward excessively and move away from the body's midline. Following an injury, dancers commonly experience frustration, fear, distress, and depression. They also report significantly higher levels of body dissatisfaction and perfectionism. And dance culture significantly contributes to this dynamic, with several dancers expressing fear of others' reactions, including teachers and peers, to their injury, as well as feelings of guilt and anger when observing classes. Strict teachers and a non supportive atmosphere, characterized by constant comparison and criticism, can result in feelings of shame, humiliation, and emotional distress. Interestingly, a teacher's impact can extend beyond these actions to their choice of words. Positive forms of speech are important, with comments like stand tall being more effective than don't slouch. Psychological distress among dancers can also be linked to physical health challenges such as body image issues and eating disorders. Ballet world's pressure on dancers to lose weight and maintain a slender physique contributes to ballet dancers exhibiting a strong drive for fitness. Alarmingly, dancers are 3 times more likely to suffer from eating disorders. And this is concerning because proper nutrition is essential for injury prevention, recovery, and overall performance. Inadequate nutrition can lower energy levels, increase the risk of injury, and impair recovery, all of which negatively impact a dancer's mental health. For example, one study found that female ballet dancers with stress fractures are more likely to have restrictive dietary patterns, eating disorders, and significant weight fluctuations compared to both non-dancers and dancers without stress fractures. My own research. Participants aged 10 years and older from the San Francisco, California area were recruited to participate in the study. All levels of experience and frequency in training were considered, and participants were primarily ballet dancers, but other styles of dance were also included. The survey included four multiple choice questions and open-ended responses, and it was divided into four main sections with basic information, which gathered demographic details such as age, gender, years of dancing, weekly hours of practice, and dance genres. Health and nutrition, which explored challenges related to nutrition, mental health, and perfectionism, with some space to elaborate on changes in eating habits. Then there was injury and coping mechanisms, which covered types, durations, and severity of the injuries, as well as their mental impact. And it also asked about physical and mental coping strategies, including seeking medical help or engaging in other hobbies. And lastly, there was studio environment and experience, which examined the atmosphere of participants' studios, their interaction with their teachers, and the availability of mental health and injury prevention resources at their studio. Mm. The dataset was then analyzed using R, and it found that the dancers had an average age of 20.2 years, approximately 10.6 years of dance experience, and an average of 7.28 hours of dancing per week. The first t-test that was conducted was to compare mean age differences between dancers who reported mental health challenges and those who did not. And while there was an observed age difference with those reporting no mental health change having a higher mean age compared to those reporting a change, the result was not statistically significant with a p-value of 0.147. Similarly, a t-test examining hours danced per week between those reporting injury distress and those who did not yielded a p-value of 0.084. And while this result approached significance, it was not conclusive, indicating a plausible trend towards greater injury distress in those dancing more hours, but not enough to confirm a statistically significant result. But a significant difference was found in mental health outcomes between dancers reporting nutritional challenges and those who did not, with a p-value of 0.013. This result indicates that dancers facing nutritional challenges were more likely to experience changes in mental health, emphasizing the importance of nutrition in maintaining both physical and mental well-being. A linear regression model further revealed that injury distress significantly predicted mental health changes with a p-value of 0.004. And this suggests that as injury distress increases, so do the chances of experiencing negative mental health outcomes, underscoring the importance of managing injuries effectively to support dancers' mental health. In terms of accessing injury resources, a p-value of 0.069 for the effect of injury intensity on resource use was close to significance, but not statistically significant. This suggests a possible relationship between more severe injuries and increased likelihood of seeking professional health, though further data would be needed to confirm this. Now the qualitative results. Dancers reported several nutritional challenges, with common themes including restricted eating, difficulty maintaining a balanced diet due to scheduling, low energy levels, and the need to consume more to support intense training. And additionally, some dancers reported eating disorders with a split evenly 10 yes and 10 no. And mental health challenges were also prevalent, particularly anxiety related to performance, along with depression and stress, while 7 participants reported no mental health issues. In terms of body image, dancers expressed feelings of being too thick, curvy, skinny, and bony. And injuries were a significant concern, with sprained ankles being the most common, followed by knee injuries, tendonitis, and various others like shin splints, hip flexor injuries, and plantar fasciitis. And severity and recovery time varied, with some injuries like tendonitis and hip flexor issues lasting years. Support systems within studios were essential for dancers' mental and physical health, and dancers emphasized the importance of a non-competitive environment, regular check-ins, and preventive measures like stretching and injury modifications. Teachers played a critical role offering advice, support, and professional recommendations when needed. For future research, increasing the sample size and including male participants could provide more comprehensive insights into gender differences in training, experiencing, and injury rates. Additionally, incorporating participants with more varied dance experience, including different styles and levels of expertise, would offer a broader understanding of how diverse training approaches have an impact. By understanding the factors and developing effective coping strategies, we can improve support systems within the dance community, ultimately fostering a healthier and more sustainable environment. Thank you.
Thank you, Masha, for sharing this. It's obvious that you are very passionate about this topic. I'm curious, it seems that you designed a pretty in-depth experiment. And so what was the biggest challenge in designing the experiment and executing that experiment?
Definitely a recruitment in participants. I started this around the summer when a lot of people did go on summer break. So it was a bit difficult contacting studios, but I did it through the one I went to, and I also contacted Pilates and Gerontonic training in the area as well. And that allowed me to recruit a lot more people.
Very cool. Thank you so much.